What is up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Danny Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. And before I get started, let me give a couple of special shout outs to some of the new subscribers, being Paulin, being, what's that? Kayla Emery, special shout out to you. And of course, I forgot your name that fast, but the last name is Hollard. Mr. Hollard, thank you so much for your subscription as well. And to all the subscribers, thank you for joining. If I miss you, I apologize. Let's talk about tonight's NXT review. This one is all about chaos. We opened up the show with Joe Hendry coming in, cutting a promo, only to have it interrupted by the Vanity Project. And so Joe Hendry would eventually end up defeating one of them in a match tonight after they confessed without any buildup or mystery that it was them that caused Joe Hendry to almost miss the ladder match where he would eventually win. We saw Jada Parker and Blake Monroe fight that ended up in a countout. But that didn't stop anything because Jada Parker, one of my favorite female NXT wrestlers right now, decides to take the fight to Blake. Blake tries to run off. Security tries to stop her. And one of the security guards ended up having a on-screen vasectomy. I'll say it like that. But if you pay close attention, Jada did not kick him low. Jada went for the shin, but the guard sold it as a low blow. So technically, there was no vasectomy performed tonight, but if I didn't know any better, I would have thought that 2026 was already going to be another year where people are going to need a cup. Because last year we needed a whole lot of cups. Between Cena making the heel turn famous, Liv Morgan copycatting what John Cena did, kicking him in the wee wee, as she said on the interview with Stephanie, Santino Marella's daughter turning on him, and other things. This has been 1 year where you wanted, last year was 1 year where you wanted to wear a cup. But nonetheless, I think they're probably going to on screen find Jada because you're not supposed to hit security guards. And who the hell is the Eller? I said Eller. Okay, who in the helicopter is that new psycho killer guy sitting in the front row? The guy sitting in the front row, look, is supposed to be from Psycho Killer. We saw Josh Briggs lose in a shocking match against one of the newcomers who will be on for the Speed Championship. Jasper Troy attacked everyone. I think Jada versus Blake Monroe will continue till Vengeance Day at least. I also saw the main event tonight between Zarya and Soroka versus Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray. Excuse me, I wanted to get the names right. That match ended up with Soroka getting the victory, means she is the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Obviously, Zarya and Soul have not imploded yet, but they will. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is who's going to turn on who. Is Zarya going to turn on Soul, or is Soul going to turn on Zarya? You never know with WWE these days. But moving forward, we also saw Dark State talk about Tony D'Angelo's address last week, only to have all the tag team divisions come out and challenge for the tag team championships, including OTM, Hank and Tank, who I believe became contenders. And of course, while all the chaos is going on, they get Tony D'Angelo to spear one of the members of Dark State. So I think that I don't know what's going to happen with that. The one thing I know is that Parker and Blake are going to Vengeance Day. Everything else, I don't know what to predict as far as I'm concerned. Either way, I know Joe Hendry is champion. I don't know what Stand and Deliver is going to look like. I have no idea what to predict right now. It was chaotic, but I still don't know what else to predict in this moment. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts on tonight's episode of NXT. Anything specific that interests you, let me know in the comments below. I'm your host, Daniel Cody. That's all the time I have for you today. I'll be back with another review on all things wrestling. Peace out.